I've had a very hard time with scouts these days in this game, and I don't think there's any point showing it, but we have to go all the way to step 7. That's right, 7, just to get this one swimsuit Asuna. Was she needed? Like I mentioned before, no. But also, Asuna simp here. Hey, what's up? I had to. Did she improve my score in the ranking? Absolutely not. Oh, it's a waste of the diamond cubes, man. Anyway, speaking of bait-like banners, that's why I said bait. Finally, the long-anticipated character in this game is finally coming. It is Sylvie, Fresh Dark Knight Recruit. Why is she fresh? Fresh rookie? Like, what's going on? I'll tell you straight up right now. I actually think you should skip this banner, and I'll tell you why in a second. But if you do manage to get her, let's say in the future, you do want her in a team. This is someone you want in your team, at least one of these characters. But at the same time, for scouting this character, I would recommend to skip. Now let's talk about her. She is not limited. So she will be back probably around December or maybe even next year. She will be back in the general pool, and if you don't know what that means, basically eventually she'll be one of these people with a rate up, and then all these other 4 stars that go all the way down until December. Oh, that's like February of this year or March. So typical stuff. Step 1 and 3, 50% off. 5 and 7, you do get a 4-star guaranteed, but it is a 50% chance of it being a new one. So it does not necessarily mean you will get Sylvie, but it could be Sylvie or someone else, someone that you don't have. And then when you go to step 8 and above, you have a 1.5 times higher chance of getting a 4-star, but still no guaranteed Sylvie. You have to pray that you get Sylvie, and I've been through step 7s multiple times, even step 5, and I didn't even get the Asuna. So yeah, step 7, even if you go to step 5, just be careful. It's so damn risky, man. Now I really wanted Sylvie because I've been waiting for this character, not because of the skill sets, but I wanted Sylvie just because I kind of like the character, I like the design, but I'm a little disappointed, especially when she's coming out. So she does look fresh. Anyway, she is a Bay, a Break and Assault, and an enhanced unit, not enhanced mode. Now her stats are pretty nice, right? 2520 attack, 318 speed. Although I would have liked if the speed was at least 320, would be a little bit better. But still, this is a character that you should skip if you're thinking of scouting for her. But in the future, this is someone that you would want. Now, her break, it's a strong raised attack by 15% by herself, not for everyone in the team, and deals an additional 15% damage on enemies if they have the physical or just physical resistant debuff, not magic. Wow. And if you do get the Sylvie in the future, you do not want to level that break. You leave it at level 1, just a heads up. With her assault, extra strong on a single enemy, and then again, dealing 15% additional damage with enemies inflicted with an elemental resistance debuff. It's like a whole new different debuff, not just for the specific element, but just the element resistance. I don't know, weird stuff. And now this is where this is a character that you do want. But like I said, I'll tell you why you should skip her in a second. She has Charge Yell. This is going to be one of the first characters that have like the double incarnate with like an enhanced yell. This skill is super important. If you've noticed through like rankings or whatever, whether you're watching my videos, someone else's ranking videos or event videos, there's always one character in your team that will always have Charge Yell. And my dark team, for example, for the current ranking event, I have this Leafa. This character does indeed have a Charge Yell. Here's an example. We'll use this Asuna in mermaid mode, in case you didn't know what this looked like. So if we do a single charge, go from 185 to 210. But now if I were to give this Asuna, if I can click properly, the Charge Yell, we use it now, we go all the way to almost 250. So Charge Yell basically increases your charge so you can do more incarnates. And that's why it is super important, because you want to keep giving those to your charge units so you can get 200%. Try to do double incarnates, deal as much damage as you can. That is really the only reason that I really like this Sylvie. But besides that, let's keep going. Her incarnate skill, Quick Beast Fangs. It is a regular incarnate slash attack on a single enemy while lowering enemy elemental resistance for dark by 20%. So I guess how she plays out, you use that incarnate and then use her assault to deal as much damage as you can with her. In my eyes, I see her more as a support unit that also helps with dealing some nice damage. I don't think she could deal a million. Well, she could probably deal a million, but it won't be like a super high million, maybe like 800,000 damage or something. For her Imaginariums, it increases break by 10%, but with the current meta, you don't actually have to worry about her Imaginariums. You can actually just skip it overall, especially if you're doing what I'm saying and you don't level this break. You want to get the least amount of break as you can. That way you can try to get a guard break 5 and deal more damage. So Imaginariums, not that important. Her special partner is Asuna. I'm not really going through the story, so I don't really know why it's Asuna. But I guess there's like no one else. Like, she hates everyone in the human empire. and there's only one person that she's hanging with. It's that little girl. I forgot her name. She doesn't even have a character. So like, who can she be partners with? I mean, Eastcott? I don't know. I'd say Shada, but she hates Shada too. Anyway, her leader's skill increases attack for all Dark Element party members by 5 and member skill by 1. And then of course, Incarnate Combo and Break stack. Now, why should you skip this unit despite having a really good skill that this rarely comes out? It's been so long since there was a character that really gave like an Incarnate Charge or even Break Charge. If you haven't seen this already, there is going to be a Tales of series collab. Now this could go for like any Tales of. If you played SAOMD, I think even SAOIF back then, like way back then, we had a Tales of the Rays collab. And now I have mentioned this in previous videos. It has been leaked for quite some time now, but there is going to be a collab for the Tales of Arise for SAO Unleashed Blading. So now they have finally announced it. This live stream is going to happen near the end of this month, August 21st. This is back in May. So it does say Sylvie with dual blades. This Sylvie is not dual blade. But there's also Shion Alphin, which I think is from Tales of Arise. There's also Kirito Tales, Leafa Tales. I'll take that as you will. I believe there's also some other leaks, such as a lot of paid backgrounds during that collab. So although Sylvie is a really good unit to have for your Dark Elemental teams, you should save until this collab because collab units typically are going to be limited. That's like the biggest thing. And also they tend to be very good / strong. Now, like I showed earlier, like the reason that you also don't need Sylvie is because you can also get this Leafa. She also has Charge Gel, plus she also heals with her Incarnate and gives critical. Well, critical to the one that you're giving this to. Now, if Sylvie had Recollection Field with her Incarnate, she would be worth a lot more. That way you can use her first and then you could focus on giving this to your charge person. But at the same time, people with this enhanced skill, it's not super important for them to have the double Incarnate. So it's completely fine using the Leafa. If anything, the Leafa is just a little bit better. But Sylvie is someone who is better in your team in terms of most of the Dark Elemental characters are more physical compared to the magic attackers in this team. For example, like I would rather use the Sylvie compared to that Leafa because of her member skill, increasing attack for all your elemental party members Dark Element by 1%. So whether she's in the leader skill slot or even just there as a member skill, we're getting that extra attack, which would go for everyone that's a physical attack hitter. But unfortunately, this Leafa here is a magic attack hitter. So for her member skill right here, instead of giving attack by 1%, it's magic attack. And that only really benefits her or someone else for, and I mean, in this case, it would be that Asuna. But heck, I'm not even using this Asuna for the ranking. I'm still using the Unido Ring Alice. But that extra 1% would benefit 4 of my characters. I mean, if I had her too, then it would be 5. So if I ever get Sylvie in the future, I think I would definitely use her over Leafa. But Leafa is definitely still important. That healing is also really good when she uses Incarnate. So I am fine with waiting out on Sylvie, just getting her in the future. Also, if you plan to level her, let's say you wanted to go to like 105 or 120, it is more recommended to only make these sort of characters with the enhanced level 105. At 105, you're able to enhance the 3rd skill, which is really the only important part. So it's going to be for that enhance. And according to some leak stuff, it is said that if you do level up the enhance, she might have short wait time. I don't know if that's true. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Also, another reason to skip. I mean, we're only having an event. It's not a ranking event coming up. But since the current ranking, even if you do place like rank 1, you only get 25 diamond cubes compared to the other ranking, which gives you 100 for being first. I'm not too worried about trying to be number 1 in ranking as of right now. I'd rather just wait. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. So all in Unleashed Blading. If you guys enjoy, why not leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. And if you want to join, I have a Discord at the bottom of the description. You click on the link and you're sent right to my Discord. But thank you so much for watching. My name is Kaz. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I mean, I was supposed to take a little bit of a longer break after the 30-day series, but yeah, I guess we'll be back when there's updates here. But yeah, the gadget stuff will be coming back. But I'll see you guys all again in the next video. Goodbye.